Can you talk about the 2 fourth down plays and some big conversions, big plays?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing offensively on those 4th down plays was probably just keep playing and not give up. And that's one of the biggest things that we do as an offense is some things may not work all the time, and we just keep trying and don't give up on the play, don't give up on any series, and we stayed together and we made a play there.
What's the feeling like right now?
A lot of energy, a lot of relief, a lot of energy just kind of let out all at once. But it's definitely, I think, a significant win for our football team and for this program. We're well aware of that, but at the same time, we need to stay hungry.
Kurt, you said on a couple weeks ago that winning at Pittsburgh was your biggest win so far in your career. Does that change?
I don't know. I don't know how I could compare them. Maybe ask me in a couple days. But this is definitely a big win, and definitely probably the biggest win at Stanball Stadium that I've ever had.
Brag on yourself a little bit. Is that 4th down play that you made the shove? Was that the biggest of your career with you?
I think that's one of the biggest. It's definitely one of the biggest plays that I can remember right now, but definitely something that Will and I have worked on, and we've thrown so much together, and through the off season and just working out together, it's really good to see him make a play like that. It worked out for us.
Kurt, talk about how maybe you guys use some weapons you usually hadn't used in the past. Andrew Williams, Nate Adams.
Those are guys that get into the mix sometimes, and different games allow them to get more plays. Drew had a great week of practice. He's really been working his tail off, getting in the film room, studying film and making himself a better player. I'm very proud and happy to see him get in the end zone because it's well deserved. And throughout practice and stuff, I miss him sometimes, and I'm like, dang, I gotta get Drew the ball, And I told him after the touchdown we finally got one. But Nate always, he's along with that tight end group, he's one of the hardest workers in that group, and to see those guys get rewarded like that is very good to see.
Can we talk about, first of all, being on the sidelines for the last 2 minutes and kind of being a little bit helpless, and what your thoughts were when they announced the pass interference against them?
Geez, I thought it was one more play. I said they may have 1 second after the pass interference, they may have no time at all. But there was going to be one more play, and if our defense could just hold on, regardless of what the call was, we were going to win the game.
What do you think when they called it against Northern Iowa?
Geez, everybody stormed the field. I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what they called, but I mean, get the time off the clock, get on the field, hurry up. Let's see if we win this game. So.
Kurt, from last week, does this go up another notch as far as the learning that you guys can, come from behind and fight hard in that second half, especially in the 4th quarter?
Oh yeah, it definitely does. This is a conference opponent. This is one of the people that we may have feared in the past, but we're definitely coming out hungry, and we're going to come out every week to play. If we get behind, if we're ahead, we need to keep our foot on the throttle and just keep playing, and that's what we did today.
Can you talk a little bit about that emotion in the locker room? I mean, obviously you guys had an 11-game streak. Can you share with us?
It was crazy, and it's exciting for us. We're going to enjoy it. Like Coach always says, there's 24 hours we can enjoy this, so we're definitely going to do that. But we need to realize that this is just one small step for our bigger goals, and when we get to, we need to keep our minds on what we want to achieve. And it's not just winning this game, it's winning the whole thing, and this is just a small step. So we're going to enjoy it for the time being, but realize that there are bigger things out there.
Where does this kind of rank? I mean, obviously you guys want to win a national championship, but I mean, in the small scale of things, picking these guys off, where does that kind of rank in the little, check marks, a list of things to do?
We have team goals, and one of them is 1-0 every week and protect this house, and I think we achieved our goals this week. So I think the biggest part for our team is just to stay, tunnel vision and just work together, one thing at a time, and this is definitely one of those steps, but I mean, it's just part of our goals.
Kurt, you showed a lot of poise and maturity in the second half. There are plays you wouldn't have made last year, I don't think, or the year before. You're getting flushed out, you have the presence to dump the ball off. You roll out, decide to tackle, you throw the ball away. Tell me about the maturity and how you would have maybe did something different last year.
I think the maturation process of being a quarterback and just developing is learning to trust your teammates and knowing that they're going to be in the spot. A lot of times when I was younger, I would feel some pressure and automatically get flushed out, and I would roll out of the pocket. And, just trusting that those guys in front of me are blocking, this guy's going to get to this spot, and just having the peace of mind to know where they're going to be, and just playing as a team and being a good teammate and trusting the guys that are out there with you.
Is there any better way to go into the bye week, Kurt?
I don't think so. No, there's not. This is a big one.
What's the key to making those? You seem like you made the right decision when you ran, when you tucked it. It was the right decision. When you stepped up and waited for somebody to come open, it was the right decision. When did you get the sense that you were making those right decisions in those instances, either tonight or in your career?
I think probably the biggest part is just the way I've been coached and the way I've worked over the years. And Coach Montgomery's done a great job with me preparing over the last 3 years. And if I do something in this game that I did 2 years ago, he's going to remind me of it. He said, hey, you did that 2 years ago, and you can't be doing that kind of stuff. And just preparing week in and week out with the same coach and with the same mentality every weekend and knowing the game. And I think that's just a big part of growing as a quarterback.